Smoke, gang! God bless and great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all already know it's King T420 SEC, and this is Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. Y'all already know we smoking, gang. What's the word? What's the word? God bless and great day, everybody. How is everybody today? Let's see what we got. Go do that. Go do that. Can't be having a blunt go out. Hold on. So before I jump into the show today, I'm finna jump off into an explanation that I think a lot of people need to know, because people look at the name that I get a group, and people be like, I don't smoke, I don't smoke, I don't smoke, right? Watch this, gang. You don't have to smoke at all to be part of the smoke game. You don't gotta smoke weed. I don't even smoke. I hate cigarettes and all that other shit. The only thing I smoke is weed. But again, you do not have to smoke to be a part of the smoke game. Smoke game comes from the term when you going at it with somebody, you bring in the smoke. Where smoke game comes from the term when a nigga on the court with a nigga, he finna give him the smoke. You understand? So again, you do not have to smoke weed or smoke anything for that matter to be a part of the smoke game. You can just be a part of the smoke game because guess what? You like the way we bring that smoke. It is what it is. And I had to get that out there because a lot of people like, every time I talk to a couple people, they're like, I don't smoke, man, I don't smoke, bro. And it's not about the fact that I smoke weed. I smoke. That ain't got nothing to do with you, right? But the whole thing, the smoke gang thing is when we come, we bring in the smoke. We ain't holding no truce. We letting all the troops hit the floor. We bringing it blunt. We keeping it plain and simple. We don't give a fuck about shit else. That's what smoke gang is. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody smoking weed, smoking nothing, none of that type shit. It is what it is. It's exactly what I just said it is. I created this shit. You ain't gonna tell me. What you mean? It's my shit I created. But now with that being said, for all those who rock out with me, join Smoke Gang. I need people who like the truth. If you don't like the truth, if you ain't trying to support somebody that's always coming with the truth, cool, don't support me. But if you trying to fuck with somebody that's gonna bring you the truth every time they hit this motherfucker, support me. Join Smoke Gang. I got subscriptions everywhere. Just fuck with your mans, cause we gonna bring the truth every time. So now that we done got that out the way, right? Let's get off into the scriptures. I had to say that because it be bothering my soul when I be thinking about how people say that. Like, yo, man, I really want to join Smoke Gang, bro, but I don't smoke weed. I'm like, you don't gotta smoke weed, bro. That ain't what this about. This shit about every time I come, we bringing that fire. We bringing that heat. Where there's smoke, there's fire, baby. Smoke Gang. Y'all better stop playing with us. All right, let's get it. Very first verse today, King James Version, James 1:4. Let's get it. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Cool? I know a lot of y'all didn't understand that. It's KJV. I got the NIV, and I'm going to do a real simple breakdown so you'll really understand it. So let's get to it. The NIV, James 1:4. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Cool? So, I'm sure everybody understood that part. What it's really saying, and I'm going to still read the breakdown, but what it's really saying is you let patience do what patience is supposed to do. A lot of us don't get to the places where we trying to get to in life. A lot of us don't make it those extra steps that we trying to make it because we don't have the patience to wait just a few seconds that we need to wait before it's time to take the step. We'd be so impatient, we'd take the step early and boom, fuck around and step into a puddle and now everything is fucked. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to be patient. Patience is a virtue, as they say. I've always personally felt like I need to work on my patience, which I've become a lot better with my patience. I used to be so bad. Like, I was the type of person that, listen, I'll tell a person, listen, I'm on my way over, right? And when I get to their crib, if I get to their house and they doing something, it's 10, 15 minutes, gonna take them 10, 15 minutes, I'm probably gonna leave. Because I was ready to go when I pulled up. I didn't have no patience, but I didn't work on that now. As I done got older, I done worked on my patience. I'm a much more patient person. And that's the reason why I'm talking about patience today, because again, a lot of us will miss things in life because we're not patient enough to wait. Some people will ask a person a question, and before they even give the person a chance to answer the question or time to formulate a good answer for the question, they will already have an answer for them. Like, oh, you don't got nothing to say? Oh, because you know I was telling the truth, huh? Like, hold on, slow down. I haven't even had a chance to even think about my answer yet. Give me a second to think about my answer before you just respond for me, right? Because that's what a lot of people do. They don't have the patience to wait on someone else to come, and you know, you have to be patient. In conversations, you have to be patient. You have to be patient with the people that you deal with. You have to be patient in every relationship. Listen, I don't care who it is, your mama, your daddy, your cousins, your kids, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother. With every relationship that you have to be patient because people will test your nerves. And you know what? I done got to a place where I'm starting to think it don't even be the people testing my nerves. I'm starting to think it be God, because, you know, when you pray for something, now watch this, a lot of people don't know this. When you pray for something, if you pray for patience, right? God just not going to say, oh, okay, boom, you patient. That's not what's going to happen. What he's going to do is he's going to say, well, you already got patience in you. So what he's going to do is he's going to put you in a situation where you have to use patience. You understand? So it's kind of sort of like, if you ask, you're going to receive, but you're going to have to work it as you're receiving it. You see what I'm saying? So you can't ask God for patience and then as soon as you step out the door, the very first thing you do is be impatient. You ask God for patience and then you jump in the car and pull off and hit the corner, and then now you want to hit the horn because my man taking too long to turn the corner. You see what I'm saying? When you ask for patience, God put you in a place where you have to use patience. You gotta understand that if you ask for it, He gonna put you in a place where you have to exercise your patience. We have to train our patience just like we have to train our muscles. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's the truth. We literally have to train our patience just like we have to train our muscles, because patience is a hard thing to deal with. It's hard waiting on something. It's really hard to have to wait on something. It's hard to have to wait to be moving. It's hard to have to wait on something to be delivered. It's hard to have to wait on an email. It's hard to have to wait on a person to answer the phone. Patience is a bad mother. I'm trying to tell you. You hear me? So let's get to it. So this verse here tells us that patience shapes you, which is the truth. Patience helps work all the things in you all the areas in you where you're not strong. Patience help you strengthen those areas. Keep up, pay attention, right? It builds strength, wisdom, and stability. I will repeat. Patience builds strength, wisdom, and stability. Without it, you miss what God's working to perfect in you. You get it? You get it? Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's jump deeper into it, right? So if you ask God to take you out the situation that you're in, but you want it to happen right now, as you ask Him to do that, what God is going to do is he's going to start to work out a plan to move you from where you are to where he wants you to be. It may not even be where you want to be. This is the thing. Like, y'all got to realize that, like, when you ask God for something, he will give you what you want, but you're going to have, it's a journey. Nothing comes just like, oh, okay, well, I can just go and open the door. It ain't that simple. You know what I'm saying? Because, and the only reason is not, let's really talk about this. We're going to expound on this. The only reason it's not is because God has to try our faith. He has to know that you can be faithful in the most trying time of your life, and you will still not turn your back and say, oh man, see, God, I knew you wasn't going to do it for me. I knew you couldn't help me. Everybody did all these stuff. Trying times, patience. This is why we're talking about this, because in trying times, your patience will be your best friend. In trying times, patience will be the thing that unlock the blessing that's sitting there for you. All you gotta do is be patient. But see, again, we get so impatient. We be in our feelings. We get in our nerves. Like, dang, we get all anxious, ready to do something. Want to go right now. Why I can't have it right now? What's the problem? Why? You understand? And it'd be like, God be like, yo, I don't work like that. Because see, you feel like you living on time. And what I know is you really living on eternity. And see, we forget that part because we be thinking about this worldly, this fleshly shit, right? And we forget the spirit. God be like, yo, I gotta strengthen your spirit before I could just put you in this situation. I can't just put you in this situation and your spirit not strong enough to handle the things that come with it. Because guess what? Every time you elevate, as they say, for each new level, there's a new devil. So he got to strengthen your spirit before he put you in this area where you prayed to be, because you're not even dealing with the demons in your area right now. You understand? So this is why he had you there. This is why he's working patience through you right there in the area that you're in right now, because he's strengthening your spirit. So when he does move you to the area where you ask him to go, that your spirit will be strong enough to stand there and be rooted in your faith. You will be rooted knowing God will always, there's never not a time he's not going to. But see, as of right now, your patience, your faith and your patience, they wither. You don't have the patience that you're supposed to have. You still antsy about everything. God, when? Why? It ain't time yet, because you feel like you're going through a very trying time. And again, patience in a trying time is your best friend. Because that's all God looking for, to see how strong is your faith. You got to remember, in the Bible, he say, your faith can be as small as a mustard seed. But how strong is that faith? You understand? So, again, when you got faith like that, there's no situation that you should be able to be put in where you don't have patience to be able to let God work it through. You understand? And again, that's what he be doing with us. That's what be happening with us. God be working through our patience. He be working on our spirit. While we be asking for our patience to get better, he put us in them situations to work on our patience as he's working on our spirit. At the same time, he's strengthening us as he's making us strengthen ourselves. You got to understand, it's a two-way street. He's not going to just give you nothing and you're not going to give back. That ain't how it works. I'm going to give you exactly what you want. But you're going to have to act right because I asked you to. That's it. That's all. A lot of y'all don't get it. A lot of y'all still really don't get it. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. The second verse is Romans 12:12, King James Version. Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. Now that was the King James Version. I know a lot of y'all might not understand that one, so I'm going to read the NIV and I'm going to break it down for you afterwards. The NIV says, be joyful in hope. That means when you hoping for something, be of good cheer, be of good spirit, because you know with your faith, God is going to give it, right? Be patient in your afflictions. Through your trying times, through the tribulations, through the trials, through the hard times, you have to be patient and don't let nobody move your spirit, because you know God is working something out for you in the trying times, through the affliction, through the tribulation. God is still working. He is still there with you. And be faithful in your trying times. Be faithful in prayer. So, with that said, that means whenever you go through something, right? And I try to tell people this all the time. I tell my nephews, I tell all my homeboys, everybody in Smoke Gang, they all know this is how I feel and this is how I'm coming. When you enter into a situation where you feel like there may be trouble, any tribulation, any kind of trial, before you start, you say a prayer. Immediately. Immediate action. God, I don't know what's happening here. Lord, please guide me through and give me your guiding light. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. Every time. Because we don't know what type of trials and tribulations, what is to await during this trial or this tribulation that we have to go through. But what we do know is that with our patience and with our faith, that God will bring us through it. This is what we do know for sure, right? All right, so the breakdown of this first. Even when life gets tough, keep your hope. Stay patient and keep praying, which is basically what I just told y'all, right? So even when things look bleak, when it look like the lights is going out, it look like it's dim, do not give up your faith and always have your hope in the Lord. God be testing our faith. I'm telling you all the time, he tests our faith. It don't even be about the circumstances. It don't be about our situation. It don't be about none of that. It be about the test of faith and the test of patience. A lot of us, we forget that we pray for patience. And I really have to bring this to y'all and have to tell y'all like this. But when you pray for patience, you are going to go through things where you have to be patient. There is no holding you up. God don't play. You ask for it, bingo. Now you got it. Use your patience. Strengthen your patience. Train your patience in the situations that are hard for you to get through. Listen, for people who don't understand, let me give you a trying time for me. There's a time, as of right now, I haven't had a lot of food around. But guess what? As long as I pray and I keep going, some days it be like fasting. I don't even realize that I didn't eat. You understand? So as long as you have God in your life, and as long as you praying and you keep your faith, your patience and your faith will get you through any time in life. Trust me, I know. I done been through some of the worst shit, and I done been through some of the best shit. I done been to some places that people can't say that they ever been, and I done been in some situations that I pray I had never been in. You feel me? But it's just the truth. It's how life go. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, patience keeps your spirit calm. You feel me? Patience keeps you got to think about it. People who are patient people can be in a room full of chaos and be sitting on the wall looking at everybody and seeing who causing the most damage and who the one getting fucked up. The patient people, the people who can sit back and regulate their emotions at all times. Patient people. That's another thing that patience do. Like that's why God said it strengthens you, it gives you wisdom, and it gives you stability. Because patience helps you work on controlling your emotions at all times. If you got patience, you can control your emotions. Remember that, right? So, again, patience keeps your spirit calm while your faith keeps you moving. You hear me? I say again, patience keeps your spirit calm while your faith keeps you moving forward. So, there's not a time in life that your faith in God won't move you forward. It don't, again, y'all be looking at y'all circumstances, y'all worldly circumstances. Y'all be looking at worldly situations. Y'all be like, God, what I'm going to do? God, what I'm going to do? And God be looking at you like, what you think you going to do? You can call my name twice. What are we talking about here? You understand? So y'all got to understand the circumstances in your situation don't mean nothing to God, because God changed all that in the blink of an eye. He changed that when he ready. You know what I'm saying? But it's your patience that you prayed for that he's working on. It's your faith that's supposed to keep you going that he's looking to see how strong is your faith. You understand? And a lot of y'all don't have strong faith. I ain't scared to say it. I'll tell you to your face. Your faith ain't nothing. Y'all don't have faith. You see what I'm saying? You have to keep faith in the worst times of your... I'm talking about when you feel like you don't got nobody, when you feel like ain't shit going your way, when you feel like you don't see a way out. You got to still have faith that God will move mountains for you. That's how it works. You got to understand. Listen, I can't even remember who was the one. I swear, forgive me, y'all. I can't remember the name of the one who got thrown in the lion's den. They threw him in the lion's den. The lions didn't even sniff him. You hear me? Because God is amazing in your faith, in your patience. And God will, I'm telling you, will take you through anything in life. Any situation you've ever been in. If you use patience, you use a little wisdom, and you use your faith, you just talk to God, nothing can stop you and nothing can keep you. You understand? Listen, I've been through a lot of stuff. I tell y'all all the time, it's my life is really a book for real. And like I wrote a book, but I'm thinking like, damn, I should probably write some more because my life really was like that. And a lot of y'all ain't been through shit. A lot of y'all ain't been through nothing. I can personally say I done been shot at. I can personally say a nigga chased me down the street shooting at me. Thank God I'm still here and I'm alive. I can personally say I done been in bar fights where it was 40, 50 niggas in the fight and I didn't get injured. I can say that. A lot of y'all ain't been through shit. I'm just being honest with y'all. A lot of y'all can't say I done fought at every school I done been in and I ain't never got a stab, a cut, a shot. A lot of y'all can't say that. But I can say that. Because this is my life. These are some things that I have been through in life. I've had a rough life. I ain't had brothers and sisters to crowd around me when the crowd wanted to jump on me. I had to fight myself. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I got the faith that I got. This is why God has got me in a place right now where my patience is so strong. Nothing moves me. Nothing bothers me. Like, okay, cool, whatever. It is what it is. I think about God all the time anyway. I know God gonna provide. You understand? So as long as you understand that, your faith is always there. And remember this: when you got faith and you got patience, you gotta always do your part. Don't think just because you being patient and you got faith, you doing your part. That ain't how it go. You know your part. I can't tell you your part, but you know your part. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta have faith, you gotta have patience, and you gotta do your part. Because faith without works is dead. We all know that. It's the truth. You got to do your part. I don't know if your part is going to work every day, even though you don't want to go, finding a way to get up and take the kids to school every day, even though you don't want to do that. I don't know what it is. Reading the Bible every day because you've been against it all these years, and I don't know what your part is. I can't tell you your part. You know what I'm saying? When you talk, you can call and talk to me, and we can figure some things out. I can help hash it out with y'all, and we can figure out if you got what your purpose is. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's what I know. You got to keep your faith. You got to be patient. And you got to walk in your purpose at all times. And nothing will stop you. And trust and believe you me, there are going to be trials. There are going to be trials and tribulations. There are going to be people that come in the midst of your walk, while you walking and doing your thing, that's going to try to slow you down, that's going to try to stand in front of you, that's going to try to discourage you, that's going to try to turn you around and make you feel like this ain't your walk, you don't know your purpose, you ain't doing what God got you here to do. It's going to be people tell you all types of stuff. And mainly because they don't know what they doing. Mainly because they don't understand their purpose. Right? So you got to remember that too. You got to always have your eyes open for that type of stuff. People who will try to deter you from your purpose because they don't know their purpose. You understand? Listen, God himself tell you, you might lose a lot of friends. You might lose a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of people that come around you that come and go. It's going to be a lot of people that come around you, start supporting you, then turn on you. You know what I'm saying? But this is how it go when you walking in your purpose. And when you in your purpose, if the people who are around you, if they not in the tune with the Lord the same way you are, or you know the higher power, whoever you are, whatever, you understand? If you not walking with like-minded people, then it's not. They not probably not gonna end up on the same plateau as you. Hey, don't be mad at me. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just the messenger. I am just the messenger. If you are not with like-minded people, y'all probably not gonna be headed in the same direction, and they probably not gonna be on the same plateau as you. They probably not gonna make it. You see what I'm saying? But again, this is why you have to have patience and you have to have faith. You got to know that God gonna always put who in your life supposed to be in your life, and He gonna take the people out of your life that's not supposed to be in your life. It's a reason why He do that. It's a reason why He always cleanses us. It's a cleansing where He don't have us around certain people for too long. And guess what? Again, some of y'all don't even realize how much He be saving y'all from y'allself. Some of y'all give in to temptation so easily that He won't even let y'all go around certain temptations. Some of y'all give in to temptation so easily that He won't even let them come around you. Because y'all are not strong enough in your spirit yet to walk around certain temptations and be able to just walk through. Oh no. What they say? How a man walk full of room full of hoes? How a married man walking through a room full of hoes? Shit, because he got his ring on. That's how. You dig? Y'all gotta keep this shit in mind. This is a man thing. It's all a man game. You know what I'm saying? Without patience and no faith, you won't make it through nowhere. A married man can walk through anywhere if he got faith in God and he got faith in who he is. I don't want none of these women. I'm married. What you mean? And you just gotta be like that. You gotta know who you are as a person. Tap the screen for me when y'all come in. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, but you got to know who you are in God. You got to know who you are in yourself. You got to know who you are as you walking in your purpose. You got to know who you are with the people around you. Again, because everybody not walking the same path you walking. Some people might love you right now and hate you tomorrow. Some people might hate you right now and turn around and love you tomorrow. But you ain't the person to judge none of them, right? You just keeping forward. You just moving forward. When they fall to the wayside, because that's what in the Bible will tell you, you're going to have people that fall to the wayside. Guess what? It ain't for you to lean down and pick them up. You got to go forward. Yo, what's up, Jaden? What's the deal? You got to go forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got to have faith and you got to have patience, because patience is going to help you be able to deal with the fact that some of the people that you rocking with ain't going to make it. And when you get to that place and they're not there with you, your patience is going to be able to help you. It's going to help strengthen you and stabilize you to realize like they just wasn't cut out to be here. And I talked to them about it. I tried to get them to change their moves. I tried to get them to change their actions. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get them to see things a little differently. They didn't want to do. All right, look, for instance, right? Say you got a homeboy that keep going to jail. He just keep going to jail. Right? But every time you tell them like, yo, well maybe we can do this. Or maybe you can do that. Shit, I got a plan over here that we can work on this. And they don't want to be involved in that. But they turn around and go to jail again. You think it's for you to worry about the fact that they keep going to jail? Or is it for you to just continue working on the plan that you had, the faith and the patience that you had to work the plan that you're working until it come to fruition? You understand, a lot of y'all faith be so weak, and a lot of y'all patience be so impatient, because a lot of y'all ain't got no patience for real. A lot of y'all be so impatient. Again, you will blow everything that God is working to perfect in you. You will blow it. You will blow the whole bag and not even know you blew the bag, because y'all be so concerned about this worldly shit that y'all forget about being patient and being faithful. Put you in the spirit. It take you completely away from the world. When you being patient and you being faithful, you can sit back and close your eyes and you can think about the moves that God is making for you right now, and it do something to your spirit. It just ease your spirit. Calm, as patience calms the spirit. Remember? Didn't we just read that, right? So you gotta keep up. This patience thing is a real thing. Like, a lot of y'all be too impatient all the time. Like it's cool to be a little bit impatient sometimes in certain situations, I guess. But again, the Bible say patience is a virtue. So I'm rocking with the Bible. I'm going with patience every time. I'm gonna be easy. I ain't finna rush the situation. Because you can rush into a situation and lose your head. You can rush into a situation and lose your money. You can rush into a situation and lose yourself. Y'all can be running to sin and not even know you run into sin. Again, some of y'all fellas, y'all too horny. Some of y'all women, y'all too money hungry. You gotta slow down. You gotta be patient. Every move that you think is a good move ain't a good move. You know what I'm saying? It's things that's out here in this world specifically put out there to slow you down and stop you from reaching your purpose. And some of these sinful things that are put in your way are actually going to be things that you desire. You're going to want to glory in. You're going to want to take part in, right? But if you got patience and faith, then you know how to maneuver around all of that. Because you can tell, you can look right at it. You can see where the world, where the devil throwing shit at my life. Nah, nigga, nah. No, I'm gonna keep going this way. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I see you, guy. You ain't slick. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil gonna always try to stop you from becoming the greatest person you can be. There's never gonna be a time where he wants you to be great. You understand what I'm saying? If God love you and God got plans for you to be great, the devil don't want you to make it there. It just is what it is. I don't care who you is. Me, you, your daddy, your mama, your cousins, your sisters, your kids. When the devil got a plan to stop you, he will fucking pull all the stops. Ain't no stop signs and red lights. I don't know what the fuck made y'all think that he was gonna slow down. That ain't what happens. He fucking hit when you get close to being where you supposed to be at, that motherfucker going overdrive. Do you hear me? Because he be so worried and so scared and so concerned that once you get there, he already knows it's too late. Once you get there, it's too late. So that's why he pulled all the stops trying to stop you from getting there, period. If he can stop you from getting there, he feel like he won. He didn't completed his whole mission. It's just to stop you from getting there. He feel like he won. And that's why God always tell us to be patient in our moves and be faithful in our hope, because what you hope for, man. All right, let's just keep going. So today's smoke gang, we're going to talk about how patience separates winners from quitters. See what I'm saying? I told y'all I keep this shit coming. I don't stop. I keep this shit coming. I don't stop. Patience separates winners from quitters. It is what it is. See, a winner can be patient and sit back and wait to the exact moment and make the right move. But a person who ain't got no patience, they so impatient, they trying to make every move that they can because they so impatient. I gotta hurt. Dang, whatever. What? And that blew it. Because guess what? While you was doing all that shit, exerting all that energy, trying to figure out what to do, the winner, the patient man, was waiting. As soon as you made that one slip, he accelerated. Shot right past your ass like you wasn't even on the motherfucking racetrack. You understand? So, y'all gotta understand, man, in life, there's a lot of times in life that you will win. And I mean this in every situation with everybody. There are a lot of times in life where you would actually come out on top and be the winner, but you let your impatience override your patience. And you fucked up the whole moment. The whole situation is over with now. It's done. Everything that was supposed to happen cannot happen now because you was too impatient. One thing about it, the two things for sure, is I ain't gonna never jump on here and lie to y'all, right? So, what I found out about patience is, I'm gonna just give y'all a couple examples of some shit that I've been through where I actually worked my patience through, and And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, right? So, one situation I was in, I was waiting on this guy. I went to get a couple bags, and he had me sitting in front of his house. He wasn't there. He like, yo, just hold on, bro, hold on. I promise you, I got you when I get there. And I told you, my patience used to be really fucked up. I used to have really, really bad patience. So, but I'm waiting on the bag too. So keep in mind, I do got some incentive to sit there. But I'm still an impatient dude. I don't really wait. Like, it's weed, people everywhere. I can go anywhere and get some weed, right? But I chose this day to work my patience through me as God. You know, I've been praying for patience, so I'm going to be patient this day, right? I'm going to tell you how it paid off. So I only went there to get a half a zip. I left there with 2 zips. Didn't have to pay for them. He gave them to me. Like, I just need somebody to try this shit out. And I know you got people to be smoking with you all the time. Here, take these. Tell me what you think. That's what patience can do for you. And that's just one situation. That's literally just one situation. I got another example. I might say that one for a little bit later on down the road. But that's just me letting y'all know that if you insert your patience where they're supposed to be inserted, if you start to use your patience the way you're supposed to use them, it's a lot of things in your life that'll go a lot better. They'll go a lot smoother, and a lot more people will be like, yo, I fuck with that motherfucker. That motherfucker was cool-headed, they was level-headed, they never got out of line with me and shit, they ain't blow my phone down, they ain't shoot me a bunch of texts and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, the dude gave me 2 zips. I went to buy a half a zip, and he gave me 2 zips. No, this is no lie. Just for being patient. I ended up sitting in front of his house about 30 minutes, though. I'm going to give y'all the truth. I told y'all I'm very impatient. Everybody know that I deal with it. They know I used to be very impatient, right? So he like, yo, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'm telling you, after that first 15 minutes, I was ready to pull off. But I waited, and I got paid for waiting. You know what I'm saying? So patience can be one of your greatest assets. I'm trying to get y'all to realize, like, a lot of y'all be in situations where things are about to go exactly how you want them to go. But you be letting your patience override what's supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be patient. Sometimes it's meant for you to just sit back and wait. It sounds crazy as shit just saying it, don't it? But you gotta listen. Think about it like this. If you already implemented the move and you already making the move, right? And all you gotta do now is just be a little patient for the move to finish being made. Listen, work your patience through you. Most of the time it pays off. I'm trying to tell you. I've been in some situations since I started dealing with my patience and start growing and building my strength and my patience. And I done been blessed for it. God has blessed me tremendously a lot of times just for being patient and waiting faithfully the way I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, patience is the key to life. This is what I know. Patience will lead you to your greatest victories. Patience will lead you to your greatest treasures. Patience will lead you to your greatest blessings. God himself say that. All you gotta do is have patience. Be a little bit more patient with yourself. Be a little bit more patient in the situations that you're in. Be a little bit more patient with the people that you deal with. Things will become a lot more easier. They'll become a lot more clearer as well. Because, listen, you got to also remember what it said. Patience gives you wisdom. So what else can be happening while you're being patient other than you gaining information, you gaining more knowledge? A lot of y'all don't be realizing this. Like, y'all be so impatient. Y'all be moving so fast. Y'all be missing so much. Y'all be missing so much because you want to move so fast. You just got to slow down a little bit. What they say, stop and smell the flowers, as they say, right? A lot of y'all don't like to stop and smell the roses. Y'all ain't got that type of time. Y'all like, fuck them roses. I'm headed to the store. What the fuck is that? And you done walk past $200 because they was under the roses you was supposed to smell. See what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all, this is how a lot of y'all miss y'all blessings. because y'all will be so impatient, y'all will be so busy trying to move, and go, that the blessing be like, shit, that motherfucker don't want me, that motherfucker don't walk past me 5 times. You see what I'm saying? What up, everybody that's coming in? What's the deal? What up? Tap the screen for me. I appreciate it. Any likes, any gifts, all that. We appreciate it, all the support. But yeah, so this is how it go when it comes to patience. You, most of the time, and I had to figure this out on my own. Most of the time, when you actually work your patience in the situation where you're supposed to work your patience, the blessings actually they just come right now. Because you did the right thing and you was patient. But again, a lot of y'all don't like to be patient. A lot of y'all skip right over the patient part like, shit, this shit was supposed to be 5 minutes. All right, so it took 20. What's the extra 15 minutes when you got an extra $50? An extra $200, an extra $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to think about some of the shit that y'all be saying, some of the shit y'all be doing. Y'all be impatient to lose out on getting more. Who do that? Why the fuck you so impatient you want to lose out on getting more? That's what I'm saying. Like in the situation where I was going to get the half a zip, I didn't know I was going to get 2 zips and for free, but I did because I was patient. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all have missed a whole fucking blessing because y'all ain't patient enough to wait on it. Everyone wants quick success, but real blessings take time to grow. Let's talk about it. Everybody always talking about you reap what you sow, right? So if you ever planted a plant, a tree, any kind of seed, you ever growed any kind of vegetable, whatever, if you ever grown anything in agriculture, you know it takes time. Need I say again? If you have faith in whatever it is that you're trying to build, it takes time. It's not going to get built overnight just because you got faith in it and because you want it built. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to be patient while you're putting in the work. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't like to be patient while they're putting in the work. You got to put in the work. They used to tell people that you got to get 10,000 hours before you can master something. And for a long time, I didn't understand that. But now I understand it perfectly. The more patience you use while you're learning something and doing and working on something, the more about that something you learn. A lot of y'all don't even realize that yet because y'all be so busy trying to fly through it. The more patient you are learning it, the more about it you learn. This is how masters become masters. This is why they say it takes 10,000 hours. Because they learn in every little small intricate detail about whatever it is that they're doing. If a motherfucker trying to grow a cabbage patch, he gonna learn every which way to grow that motherfucking cabbage patch, every motherfucking pesticide he should and shouldn't use, what kind of bugs, where he should grow it, what time of day he should water it. Listen, y'all ain't paying attention, but I hope y'all keeping up. Your faith and your patience and your works will take you from here to where you're trying to go. But if you don't have patience while you're working and you don't keep your faith while you're working, then you will not go from here to there. You will stay here. Or maybe even fall back to the wayside. Oh yeah, I said it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna never lie to you. Because the truth is the light. You have to be patient in the works. In the working part, the working stages, as they say, the growing stages, right? Because when you plant a seed, you gotta be patient while it grows. That's just the whole thing in life. You have to be patient while you're growing what you're growing. Like it's not just gonna come overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will look at some of these people who done got on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and all that, and they'll be like, dang, these people got rich overnight. These overnight successes. You don't know what all that person had to go through, how long they've been doing this, what all they had to learn, what they had to master to even start getting paid doing the shit they doing. And then on the flip side of that, they didn't even get started. They didn't even start off getting paid a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to, again, be patient and be faithful in your works. And you have to grow and you have to build. It's just like people right now trying to grow their TikTok pages. People right now trying to grow their YouTube channels. They will grow, but you have to continuously put in the work. Listen, don't nobody want to go on nobody's page and they not posting nothing. Like, what's the purpose of going on your page? You not posting nothing. Like, I done seen a couple of your videos and I was waiting on you to post some more. Maybe you'll post something different or whatever. But if you stop posting, then what reason do they got to come on your page? I'm telling you right now, I post every day. I'm going to post a video at least 2 times a day. I'm going to post an inspirational video, and then I'm going to post a reaction video. Or I'm going to post an inspirational video, and I'm going to go live. I'm going to do something where they're going to see me on my platform consistently. And not only is it going to be consistently because I know the platform wants to see it, but it's going to be consistently because I have patience and faith in my works. I have patience and I have faith in my works. I know it's not going to be an overnight thing. I know I may not be rich tomorrow, but guess what? I know as long as I keep going, I know as long as my heart is pure, and I know as long as I'm doing the right thing and keeping my faith and patient in my works, it will pay off. This is what I know. Rob 15, for sure. Why not, bro? Shout out to Rob 15. What's the deal, gang? Tap the screen for me. You gotta be patient in your works. It's hard to be patient when there ain't no money coming in. That's why I'm talking about this for y'all, so y'all really understand it. Like, a lot of people be like, yo, I done put in all this time, man. I done put in all this work. I done put in all this effort. The nigga who started the Amazon business started it out his garage. How long do y'all think it took him before for sure, bro? How long do y'all think it took him before he became the billionaire that he is now? That shit wasn't overnight. That nigga probably had to work out his garage for like 3 years or some shit. Who knows? I don't know. I ain't never looked up the story. I'm just telling you, he wasn't a billionaire overnight. He had to be patient and he had to be faithful in the work that he was doing. He had to look at the people that was telling him, man, this shit ain't gonna pay off, and be like, shit, maybe not for you. He had to look at the people and be like, shit, you think this shit gonna work? I know it's gonna work. He had to let people know where his heart was at as long as while he was being patient and faithful in his works. He did not let them deter him. He did not let them discourage him. He kept going forward. Sure, it may not work for you. I know it's gonna work. You ain't gotta ask me, do I think? I'm telling you, I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There ain't no questions. You just have to keep going. You just have to keep being faithful in your works. You just have to keep being patient with the Lord so he can see that you are faithful in your works. Y'all get it? If y'all get it, let me know. Tell me in the comments if y'all understand what I'm saying. I want to know if y'all hear me, if y'all understand what I'm saying. You got to be patient and faithful to your works, and God will answer your prayers. Do y'all hear what I'm saying to y'all? Do y'all really understand what I'm saying to y'all? I want to know. I really want to know, because that's what I did this show for today. I need to help people with their faith. I need to help people with their patience. I need to help people so they can grow and move forward in life. I don't need nobody stagnant. I don't want nobody stuck. I want us all to grow. We should all be able to grow. We should all be able to elevate ourselves. We should all be able to mature, right? So do y'all understand what I'm saying, though? Do y'all really understand that being faithful to your works and being patient while you're waiting on your works to pay off? Do y'all get it? Are y'all really rocking with me right now? Are y'all really rocking with me right now? Like, I want to know. Because I know I get it. And that's exactly why I keep doing what I'm doing. This is exactly why I don't stop doing what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop either. Like, I'm not gonna stop. When you feel like you being patient and faithful to your works, and you feel like you walking in your purpose, you shouldn't let nothing stop you anyway. I'm gonna just be the one to tell you. If you feel like you being faithful to your works, and you being patient and hopeful in the things that you do, then you shouldn't let nobody stop you anyway. Shouldn't nothing slow you down. It shouldn't be a thing around to make you be like, dang, I don't know if I can keep going. You got to trust in God's timing. God's timing is always on point. God's timing ain't gonna never, listen, his time ain't gonna never be your time, because he know when you ready, you don't. I'll repeat, his time will never be your time, because God knows when you are ready. You do not. Right? And that's what messes a lot of us up. A lot of us be like, yo, man, I don't know why God ain't gave me this blessing yet. I don't know what's holding me up. What's taking so long? I could say that because I was one of them people. I was one of them people that was like, dang, I don't know why I haven't been blessed yet, because I've been doing all the right things. But just because you're doing all the right things don't mean God is done working his perfect works in you. And that's what you have to know. Sometimes you still there because he's still working his perfect works through you. Sometimes you have to keep going and keep showing. Just keep showing up. Sometimes you just got to keep showing up. You just got to keep showing up. And being impatient will make you not want to show up. Being impatient will make you feel like, well, why am I putting in all this work and all this effort if nothing is coming from it? But that's the part of being patient. When you patient and you know something is going to come from the work that you're doing, you don't stop doing the work. You keep doing it. You got to be faithful and patient in your works. You can't grow you can't grow vegetables overnight. They don't just pop up overnight. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It take a few months, and you got to water it. You got to go and treat it. Make sure it ain't getting ate up by pests and all that. Listen, you have to do the work. A lot of y'all don't want to do the work. I'm sorry to tell y'all that you got to do the work, but you got to do it, man. It'd be hard to stay faithful in trying times. It'd be hard to stay faithful in tribulation. It'd be hard to stay faithful to your work and be patient and wait on your work to pay off when you feel like you don't got nothing, there's nothing around you, nobody's helping you, you feel like you ain't got no support. It is hard to stay faithful and patient in your work and wait for it to pay off and wait for the blessing. But this is why I talked about this today, because I am going through trying times as we speak, like very, very trying times. And I know it's hard for me, and I am a very, very, very faithful man to the Lord, and I am very, very strong in my patience, and it's very hard for me some days. So I'm just telling you guys, don't give up. Don't give in don't quit. Again, patience is the difference between a winner and a quitter. You gotta be patient. You gotta learn to work on your feelings and your emotions. You gotta learn to control that. Your feelings and your emotions will make you stop being patient. See what I'm saying? Being impatient is a crazy feeling, but being patient is even more crazy. It's an even more crazy feeling, because you feel like you waiting on something and you don't even know what you're waiting on. See what I'm saying? So it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. I ain't gonna lie. It is a funny thing, because sometimes you feel like you have been being patient. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about those times where you feel like you've been being patient and you feel like you've been waiting and you feel like you've been doing all the right things and stuff still not happening. That just be God telling you, just keep going. Don't worry, when your blessing comes, it's going to be a nice reward. You got to know how God works. The more work you put in, the more faithful you are to the work, and the more patient you could be, the more he can build for you. And that's just how it go. I keep telling y'all, God don't just give out blessings and gifts just because you come and be like, yo, God, can I, He be like, yeah, but I'm gonna need you to do this. And you be like, wait, you gonna need me to do what? He like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to straighten this up. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. And I'm gonna need you to work on how you be acting when you be around these people right here. And you be like, whoa, I ain't know I had to do all that. And God be like, see, the reason you got to do all that because the people that you be hanging with over there, they not going with you. And the reason that I can't take you over here right now is because you be acting like them people that you be hanging with over there. So I can't take you to hang with them people over there because they don't act like that and they don't allow those type of people around them. So I got to work this through you. I got to work your patience and your faith through you so you can understand that there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time where you can act like all crazy and wild, and there's a time where you got to act like civilized and like you have some sense of some etiquette. But again, that's what the patience is for, and that's what the faith is for. You got to keep your faith as well. Like when you're doing, like faith without works is dead. We talk about this all the time. You can be faithful to a cause and not doing no work, and therefore is no purpose of you being faithful to the cause because you're not even working to help the cause itself. You see what I'm saying? So it all matters. Your work matters. I know you might not think it matters. It might not seem like nobody paying you no attention. It might not seem like really is this my purpose? Yes, keep going. Just keep going. Don't let nobody, you got to be patient and wait for the work to pay off. Don't tell nobody that, yo, I don't think it's going to work out for me, man. Fuck all that. That means your faith done withered already. You have to be patient and wait for the work to pay off. The work will pay off. You hear what I'm saying? The work will pay off. But you got to keep doing it. Like, I was listening to Anton. I don't know if he was talking about this today or if he was talking about this yesterday, but he was saying, like, he done seen a lot of content creators, right? He was saying he done seen a lot of them get that first payout and he ain't heard from them never again. Like they just completely stopped making content, so they no longer content creators. And the point of me telling you that is it's not like you can start creating content and then you're gonna get paid, and then you can take a leave of absence and then come back and you're gonna get paid again. That ain't how it works. With content creation and things like that, you have to keep going. And that's just about with everything in life. Let me not just put it on content creating. If you want to become a mechanic, if you want to go to school and get a master's degree, if you want to become a preacher, if you want to be a NASCAR race car driver, whatever the case might be, you have to have faith in the work that you're doing, and you have to have patience that the work is going to pay off. It's that simple. And it might not seem like it's that simple, and it don't seem like it's that simple most of the time, because trying times and tribulations can make life seem hard than a mother lover. We all know that. Trying times and tribulations can make life seem like, Jesus, why am I even here? Like, I don't even belong here, right? But you do. You just losing your patience. You letting your faith wither. Don't do that. Keep your faith and keep doing the works. Trust me, people be paying attention to people, and you don't even be knowing people be paying attention to you. Like, I promise y'all, people be paying y'all attention, and y'all don't even be knowing they paying y'all attention. I had a little boy tell me one day, honest to God, he heard me talking to my nephew. He said, I'm glad I heard you tell your nephew that. And I didn't even know he was listening to me. And I'm like, why you glad? Ain't nobody ever told you that before? Now, man, him and my nephew about the same age, and I thought he came from a decent home or whatever, but he was telling me that, you know, his mom and his dad, they work a lot or whatever, and they have a lot of arguments and things, this, that, and the other. And he has never been told that before, the things that I told him and my nephew that day. And he appreciated me for it. And I didn't even know that he was listening to me tell my nephew that. But apparently it helped him. as a young man get through some of the trials and tribulations that he was going through. And I'm glad that I was able to help him. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, these are the most important things. Being able to make it through the trials and the tribulations. Like, your faith and your patience is what help you through. And a lot of people give up on their work. They give up on their faith. They give up on being patient, knowing that the work is going to pay off. You ain't been patient this long, and you ain't been doing the work for this long, knowing that the work is going to pay off, for you to just give up your hope and your faith right at the end of, right before the payoff, right? So knowing that, don't stop. Let me tell y'all something. Again, people don't get rich overnight. People literally be working way more than you might see. And that's what I be telling people. Like, y'all will look at these rich people and y'all will see them and be like, damn, did that motherfucker get rich overnight? And in your head, they might have got rich overnight. But to the people around them and to the people that seen what was going on, it wasn't overnight. It was a long, grueling, rough process. But guess what? They stood fast. They stood in their faith. They was patient and waited on their works to pay off. And guess what? Now they are in the position where they could say, I make this much money and I got a wife. Listen, I went to school and I got a master's degree. You understand? Because the work and the faith and the patience, it worked. It paid off. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give up. Most people who get to where they want to be in life, they don't give up. Most people who make what they trying to make in life, they don't give up. Literally, like, they go through some of the roughest things in life. They have some of the roughest moments in life. People be at a place where they feel like they're not ever going to make it. But guess what? They do make it, and they don't give up. And they keep going. And they end up getting to the plateau that they was working on getting to in the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, they were faithful in their work, and they was patient that the work was going to pay off. I thank everybody for coming out joining me for Smoking with the King today. I definitely love you all, and I appreciate you all for joining me. I told y'all I'm going to keep Smoking with the King coming each and every Friday. Y'all know I do Thoughts on Thursdays. We going to keep coming with that. We going to keep bringing the heat. This is what I do. We going to keep bringing the heat. I got something for us every time. And listen, every Friday, every Thursday, I told y'all, we dropping videos every day. Listen, rock out. Just rock out. Come rock with somebody that's like-minded with you. Go ahead, subscribe to the channels. Go ahead, let's support like-minded people. Let's run up the bags together. Let's get paid. And let's change things from being all negative to a positive, peaceful place like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Let's work patience through everybody. Right? God bless. Great day. Smoke gang shit. Smoke gang. We gone.